Ladies and gents, welcome back. We all know that the CBC is the state-run propaganda wing of the Liberal Party, but man, can they take it far sometimes. This from the counter signal. CBC lies. CBC claims that Justin Trudeau received a standing ovation for his speech in the EU, failing to mention that over 9/10 of the parliament left in protest before he began. The article goes on to read, the CBC claimed that Justin Trudeau received a standing ovation for his speech in the EU, failing to mention that that many people had left. 9/10 of the parliament left before he could speak, speaking before his half-empty benches, more than half-empty benches, and packed public galleries, meaning they were all outside the building or outside of the actual parliament. Trudeau received a sustained ovation when he said the European Union and NATO are more united than ever to face Russian President Vladimir Putin's war. He said the words, "The world cannot let Ukraine down," the CBC writes. Now, that wasn't really a sustained ovation from a couple of people. Now, there are a lot of people in the crowd that would be in support of that, but I digress. They weren't just half empty, though. The seats were almost entirely empty. No one wanted to hear Trudeau's speech, and he was denounced throughout his visit to the parliament. As per usual, Trudeau's speech focused on democracy, despite several members of the parliament calling Trudeau an authoritarian dictator, a disgrace, and telling him he has no place in talking about democratic principles after his tyrannical handling of the Freedom Convoy. Now, yesterday I showed a speech from Christine Anderson, and that one made the rounds. Holy cow. If you haven't seen it, check out yesterday's video about the European parliamentarians, the MEPs, shouting down and slamming Trudeau in the parliament with their allotted time. But this is actually not her first time, and I found this video today, and I thought you guys would enjoy hearing what she had to say in the past about Justin Trudeau and the Freedom Convoy.
This message today goes out to all the Canadians, especially the Canadian truckers. I am so very proud of you. I applaud your bravery and your determination to stand up for freedom, democracy, and the rule of law. You have given hope to so many people in the world. You have shown the world that this small fringe minority is not all that small after all. More importantly, you demonstrated how to deal with an ever-increasing governmental overreach. This is not something you put up with. No, this is something you need to shut down. If you were really an insignificant, small, fringe minority, I wonder why Prime Minister Trudeau considered it necessary to flee to an undisclosed location and remain there in hiding. Apparently, he is afraid of the people, and so he should be. Because if the government is afraid of the people, that is what you call democracy. If the people are afraid of government, however, that's what you call a tyranny. Dear Canadians, do not give up. You are on the right path, and many people around the world are with you in their thoughts and wishes. I wish you the greatest possible success. Your bravery and determination to stand up for freedom, democracy, and the rule of law has inspired others to stand up to their governments as well. There have been numerous announcements of organizing freedom convoys all over the world. On Monday, February 7th, the European Convoy for Freedom is scheduled to arrive in Brussels, the capital of lunacy, the origin of this whole digital green certificate madness and all the harassment, discrimination, and oppressive measures that came with it. I hope they will arrive in large numbers, and I will be among those lining the streets, welcoming and cheering the desperately needed delivery of freedom, democracy, and the rule of law.
Very inspiring speech by Christine Anderson. And what an embarrassing moment for Justin Trudeau in the European Parliament, where nobody wants to hear him speak. And this has been the trend, and this has been the trend across the world. And this is our Canadian Prime Minister, who just recently joined forces with Jagmeet Singh to ensure that he's going to stick around possibly until 2025. We can all hope for something better in the future, and possibly an end to that. Let's hope that falls apart, because there is no loyalty among thieves, as they say. So if you want to talk about this more and you want to join the conversation, join the live stream tonight. We live stream every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Check your local listings, and we'll definitely see you there. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and keep on trucking.